What is up, everyone? I'm Mike with woodshopmike.com, and today I'm back with another round of Husky tools from my friends at Home Depot as part of the Husky Always On program. So let's get started. I mean, maybe you want to... Alright, first up is the 23-piece precision ratcheting screwdriver set. The case is very well made, got a nice secure latch on there. If you drop this into the bottom of your toolbox, you're not going to have all these different bits flying out all over the place that you then have to clean up. That would be a pain. So the screwdriver itself and each one of the bits, like I said, they're secured into place very well, and you have a series of different types and sizes, a bunch of Phillips, some flat blades, some Torx, and a handful of hex bits. So you're pretty well covered for just about any small fastener you're going to run across. So the screwdriver very firmly accepts the bits. There's a little detent in here to add some friction against there. And then, like I said, this is a ratcheting screwdriver, so you have a collar right here that is knurled, and depending on which direction you turn it, that will make the ratchet to the left or to the right, just like a socket set. And you can also bypass the ratchet altogether by turning this collar to the center position. It'll act just like a normal screwdriver. So anyways, that is the 23-piece ratcheting precision screwdriver set. All right, next up we have the multi-use weatherproof case. Let me tell you, this thing seems very durable. I definitely would not want to get smacked in the head with this. So if you have a need for a case that's about 13 by 13 to store some delicate measuring equipment, like a really fancy laser level, or maybe a really nice pair of calipers, if you're a photographer and you need a very durable case for your camera gear, you might want to take a look at this thing. So inside it's all foam padded, and you have a very thick piece of pull and pick foam, and basically what that means is you can customize the shape of whatever item you want to carry inside of here, and it's going to stay in place even through rough transport. So like I said, it is a weatherproof case, so I would say unless you're tossing it in the ocean, it's probably going to be a pretty good bet for most of the gear that you need to protect while you're traveling. Alright, next up we have the 120 volt inflator. They also have a 12 volt version of this, just in case you want to keep one specifically in your vehicle for roadside emergencies or what have you. This, a fairly short cord, but you're probably going to be using an extension cord anyways to be able to get this close enough to your vehicle or bicycle or sports equipment or whatever you may be needing to inflate. The hose, however, for it, I feel like is a pretty decent size, and it also comes with a handful of different adapters. So you have a needle for sports equipment, you have this, which I'm not exactly sure what you would call this, but this is what you would use for, say, an air mattress or a raft. And then you also have another adapter for inflating tires on, say, your bicycle or even your car. This will inflate up to 130 psi, and to put the adapters into the hose, you've probably all seen this before, but just the little lever, pivot that down, hold the adapter in place, turn the thing on, and stop when whatever you're inflating is where it needs to be. Pretty easy, right? You do actually have a switch on this. You don't have to rely on just unplugging the cord. So just right here on the side, got a little rocker switch. And I ran this earlier. It's not that loud. You won't be able to tell if I run it right now, because you would just say it sounds like a little compressor, but you don't have to wear earplugs. It's not obnoxious or anything like that. So all in all, pretty impressed with this little unit. But I will say there's one thing I would have really liked to have seen is some onboard storage for these adapters. If your shop or your garage is anything like mine, I'll probably keep up with these for a little while, and I will not be surprised if I lose them. So I'll probably just get a little bag or something like that to put them in and keep them close to this inflator. But other than that, I'm impressed. All right, the next item up is this flexible LED light. Now, this is a pretty cool item. Well, first off, you can wear it as a necklace. I mean, maybe you want to shine some light over there. I might not recommend that though. You might choke yourself. What's cool about this is you have multiple lighting options. You can select one or both of these end lights, and then you also have a wider bar here on the side for a floodlighting application. So you can get direct lighting here or flood lighting here. You can select one or both of the direct lights. By holding that same button, you can dim the light, so you'll see it flash. So that's the minimum lighting, and then if you just hold that button again, it will come back up and you'll see it flash again. So that's the maximum brightness setting for this light. So another touch of the button and release turns that light off. If you hit this other button here on the side, you'll turn on the floodlight, and then it has the same function where you hold the button, it's going to dim and then flash when it gets to the minimum. This charges via USB, and they include the cord for you. It has a charge indicator light here on the side, and also you can stick it to any ferrous surface, any ferrous metal, so steel, iron, so you can mount it to the side of your vehicle, underneath your vehicle, to an electrical panel, to, you know, light up your world. And also what's neat is, since this is flexible, you can wrap it around things. So, you know, say you want to go to a rave, now you have a flashlight for your arm, or you need to, you know, set it up underneath something and shine light right over there. You're good to go. So as you can see, this can be used in a multitude of creative applications. What's nice is this is water resistant, so if it's raining outside, you can still use this without it shorting out. And it's also impervious to most automotive fluids, so if you have this underneath your car and you spill oil on it, no big deal, the light is still going to work. So this is the flexible work light, and it's a pretty cool product. At first you might think that this is just another ratchet strap, but stick around and let me tell you what I like about them real quick. So these have a 1,000 pound working load, and at 16 feet long, I found that it's just about the perfect length for most things that I have to strap down to my truck or trailer. The other thing that I really like is the ratcheting mechanism on these is very, very smooth, and the overmolded handle allows you to tighten down whatever it is that you need pretty comfortably. And when it comes time to release the tension on your ratchets, the mechanism works easily, and I've not had it seize up like I've had even some other new ratchet straps in the past. One last little note is these have J hooks instead of S hooks. I like the J hook better than the S hook. I've never had a J hook come loose on a trip, whereas I have had an S hook ratchet strap. And what I'm talking about is this right here, where the strap hooks into your anchor points at your truck or trailer. Also, this set comes with a small storage bag, so if you don't have a way to store these in your vehicle, you can just toss all these in the bag and keep them nice and tidy. Okay, so up next we have a 105-piece mechanics tool set. This set has 66 different sockets, 3 ratchets, 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch, and along with a handful of box wrenches. So all of these ratchets are 100 position ratchets. That means that the arc swing is 3.6 degrees between clicks, so you can work in confined spaces. You have a handful of deep sockets. You have a socket all the way up to 1 1/16 inch, which is pretty awesome. And so you have a couple of different extensions and accessories. So in here you also have a handful of different screwdriver bits that you can use in conjunction with the ratchets. All in all, this set of sockets and wrenches seems to be very well made, and I know my other Husky sockets and wrenches have given me very good service without any issues. It's also backed by a lifetime warranty, so can't go wrong. That's the 105-piece mechanics tool set. Okay, so what's in a set of screwdrivers? They're all the same, right? Not exactly. So let me tell you what makes this 15-piece screwdriver set stand out from the rest. First off, the tip on each one of these screwdrivers is heat treated for extra durability and years of use. Also, the overmolded handle is going to give you a sure grip even when it's wet with rain or oil. The end of each one of the screwdrivers is also marked, so you know exactly which size tool you're grabbing without having to study it very hard. So this is the 15-piece screwdriver set. Alright, so the last item for this video is the PVC garage flooring system. These are 18 by 18 tiles, which allows you to cover a large area quickly, and each tile easily interlocks with the previous one. Just grab a rubber mallet and hammer along the seam to lock the tiles together. This system also comes with a couple of trim options. So here you have some straight pieces, and then you also have some corner pieces available. And what this does is just eases the transition to the main portion of your flooring. One thing that you may notice is that these panels are substantially thinner than some of the other anti-fatigue panels that you'll see out there. Since this is a harder material than most of those other anti-fatigue mats out there, I can actually still pull my pallet jack that's loaded down over this mat without it getting stuck. And that's important for me because every now and then I need to rearrange my shop for a specific project. So if you're needing a garage or shop floor covering option, make sure to check out the Garage Flooring System by Husky. If you missed the first round of tools I reviewed by Husky, make sure to check that out. It will be in the end cards in just a moment. And if you'd like to see more woodworking and DIY related projects, those will be in the end card as well. Ah, you're still there. Awesome. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, I got another one queued up for you right here. And if you want other awesome content from me, check out those. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like and subscribe. And until next time, have fun making something.